everybody. This is Noelle at Petitti Garden Centers, and it is fall. Well, actually, it's just before fall, but we wanted to show you some cool things to do with some fall colorful plants. So Taylor will show you. We kind of started with 2 containers. One had some really cool kind of Halloween fallish elements in them. And so I didn't want to get rid of the coleus and the sweet potato in this pot. And I just wanted to take the other stuff that had really kind of wiped out over the season and pull it out. So that's what we did with this pot. So this is kind of a redo fall container. And then this one, we had a lot of plant material that just was kind of not performing very well anymore and sort of got dried out over the season. So we pulled everybody out, and this is a full fall renovation, okay? So let's talk about that. Now, it's easy to do. If you are tired of the colors that you've had in your summer planters, if plants have gotten overgrown, because goodness knows that happens as well, you can always take the plant material that's in those containers and you can kind of move them around and rearrange and then add some fall color and you're ready to go. You have a whole new look, near your home, wherever you're displaying them, on the deck, the patio, the porch, what have you. What we decided to do is, this coleus is really popular. It's a proven winner coleus, sunblaze coleus. It's called Wicked Witch. So again, appropriately named, especially for the fall season. And you can tell, very large plant. In fact, this plant had a couple stems broke off of it. We shortened the plant. We moved it around, tried to dig the root ball up, move it around a little bit, adjust it. And now it needs some water. You can kind of tell she's a little droopy, but as soon as she gets watered, she's going to look gorgeous. Okay. And then we kept the dark leaf, heart leaf sweet potato vine in front, but I really gave it a haircut. Okay. Don't be afraid to cut your sweet potato vine. They can get aggressive, some varieties more than others. And so they can really start taking over certain plants in the pot. And that is actually what happened to some of the other plants that were planted in here, the summer annuals that were planted in here. Sweet potatoes started kind of encroaching into their space. And then they just said, forget it, I'm not doing this anymore. So needless to say, we added some fall color. So let's start back here. We have our Thriller Wicked Witch. We have some filler celosia. This is the dark purple Intense celosia. We love this celosia. It's what we call a candle celosia. Really, really beautiful, very heat tolerant plant, but it's a long season celosia, so we don't get to see it until late summer, and it's perfect for those fall containers. So use some celosia out there. They are really, really great to give you some fall color. So we have they're kind of a filler back here, a tall filler. We have this great ornamental pepper. This is Acapulco yellow, bright, bright yellow, matches those cute daisy centers in this fall mum. This fall mum is called Teresa. A really pretty kind of magenta, purpley, violet shade here. And then this cool petunia over here. It's actually a cross between a petunia and a calibrachoa. We've talked to you about these before. These are the Super Cal petunias. No, they're called petchoas. Sorry. So Petchoa, petchoa here, but I keep on calling it a petunia because they are just as large flowering, I think, as your average petunia is. But the colors are so unique for fall, especially the assortment that we grow at this time of year. So this one is called Caramel. And look at the yellows, kind of mustardy yellow, a little bit of orange, a little bit of burgundy in the eye there. Really good performers, especially going into later fall and early winter. We've seen these perform with snow, with a snow cover on them, and then it melted off and they were up and still doing their thing. So long performer with the Super Cal petchoas over here. That's Caramel. So lots of, obviously we were playing off the burgundies, the purples, and the yellows, but a pretty redo for a summer blooming container and just kind of changing its whole attitude. That'll be out there for late summer into fall, and of course, hopefully all the way through your fall season. Okay. Now, this one we decided to do a total redo in. Again, some of the plants weren't doing very well. They had dried out and things, and they just really weren't going to come back from that. So we decided to take all the plants out, and we really liked, Taylor really wanted to start with this carex. Now, carex is also known as sedge, and this is a sedge called red rooster. And red rooster looks like this basically year round, honestly. It is really a unique colored sedge. It is still viable. There are a few little dry stems in here that kind of give us that different color and a little bit different texture, curly texture here, but we love red rooster. And this sedge is like zone 6 hardy, so it is hardy for some of our areas in northeastern Ohio, closer to the lake. It's a little bit warmer, so that's great. So we, really enjoy just having this as a thriller. It's just a fun, I like it during the summer months, but some people don't necessarily care for that coppery color. So it works really well for fall displays. So we have carex red rooster for our thriller. And then our filler plants, we're using another pepper. This one is really beautiful, this dark leaf with the beautiful red fruit. And when they're immature, they're sort of dark green. So Taylor can do a close-up here. And they remind us of black pearl. So very, very similar to black pearl. We've talked about that one before. And then as they mature, you get that really bright red pop. And it's such a pretty plant. So this one's red onyx, a little bit different. But again, with your ornamental peppers, you can eat them, but most of them are very spicy. So just be aware that we would put them in the super hot category if you wanted to consume these guys, okay? And then in the middle here, we love this. This is a coral bell, okay? So this is a perennial coral bell or heuchera. It is called caramel. Caramel has so much different coloration going on its foliage, kind of pinky purple undersides. Obviously, you're getting caramel, lime green, sort of soft yellows out of it too. It's just a really cool coral bell. We carry this year round as well, and it works really, really nicely in your part shade gardens. It can go in full sun. It just needs to have consistent watering, but it really works for a good fall pop of foliage color. Right next to it is purple pigeon. I think it's purple pigeon. We're going to double check on that one for you. Deep purple veins. Of course, with this kale, this is a very, very, very kind of curly kale, really, really fine cut leaf. Has more of a pointy, upright habit. We really like this to kind of fill out the corner over here of this planter. And as the kale or cabbage, those ornamentals, as they get colder, they will start to brighten in color. So that's really where that colorful foliage comes out. So it's a little bit dull right now, a little bit blue-green with kind of a light purple in the veins, but it will really be something here as we get colder and colder going into fall. And then up front, one of Taylor's favorite mums, this is Adine. So Adine is a really pretty red, nice and compact, just starting to push some really pretty color, but still a lot of buds on there. So we'll probably have Adine blooming for probably close to 4 weeks, I would imagine. If we keep having those really nice days and cool nights, that'll be great for Adine. And then we wanted to show you, why not keep using your herbs, especially the ones that have a little bit more ornamental foliage. So for a spiller over here, we decided to use the golden thyme, okay? And this is lemon scented thyme. This is a true perennial thyme. So again, this will survive in the container, no problem. This will survive in the container. The coral bell will survive in the container too, if you can protect it. After all of these guys sort of fade, the pepper will fade, the mum will fade a little bit, and the mum can survive in the container too. And I would bring it very, very close to the home and try to cover it with some leaves and try to kind of mulch this pot in. to protect it over the winter, or you can bring these plants into a cold garage and just have it kind of sit over the winter. Check the soil every once in a while for moisture. Give it a little light sprinkle once over the winter months, and then these plants should come back for you, start to green up, start to leaf out again. Cut back any of the dried parts to it, and you're going to have some perennials come back for you from the fall months. So that's pretty cool too. So this is kind of that multifunctional container, complete redo, of course, but you're getting a lot of fall color. You'll get more as the season goes. Wait until things start to really kind of yellow and brown down before you put it, you know, in that protected site or in the garage. And then you'll be ready to go and have some new plants for next year. Okay. So 2 different types of containers, kind of 2 different types of color schemes here, a lot of texture, a lot of color, but there's a lot that we can still plant and have fun with in the garden. Enjoy.